Here are 4 books that absolutely wrecked me emotionally, but I would also probably offer up my left leg to read again for the first time. Say You Swear by Megan Brandy. I read this almost 2 years ago, and I still think about it all the time. Specifically when I'm doing one activity, which I can't tell you because I don't want to spoil anything for you. However, if you've read this, you know. The plot twist of this book is everything. You don't see it coming. You don't know what's going to happen afterward, and it will wreck you until it puts you back together. Outstanding. Kristen Hanna just does it to me. This woman's writing, this woman's ability to paint a picture and take me into the lives of people back in time or whenever it's set is incredible. And this one specifically, I sobbed. I think I used a whole box of tissues. It was a rough go, but it was beautiful and hopeful and soul-crushing in the best way. And I feel like only readers can understand what I mean by that. Now, I do count this as one book, Binding and Keeping 13, because you cannot read one without the other. This ends on a crazy cliffhanger and you have to read the next one, but this is a concluded story. Just these 2 are concluded. It is part of a series called Boys of Tommen, but these 2 are my favorite. I read this. I did not think I was going to like it. It's considered YA or young adult and could not agree less. I genuinely do not believe that this is young adult content, even though the characters are young adults. But this is one of those loves that you can just like feel it. As the reader, you literally feel it in your heart. And when it like something happens, you can feel your heart just breaking open. You know what I'm talking about. I know you know what I'm talking about. Okay? And this is everything. I have never laughed as hard as I laughed in these 2 books, and I have never cried as hard as I cried in these 2 books, except for in the Night and Gale. This does take the cake as the book I cried the hardest at. I literally had to take a break from the book to watch an episode of Friends to give my brain a reset because I was sobbing so hard. I hate history, and this is a historical fiction, and I promise you, please just give it a shot. This is one of my top reads of all time, and it absolutely broke me and yet put me back together. And yet, I literally have full body chills talking about it. I love this book so much. Immediately read all of these if you haven't yet. If you want emotional wreckage, of course.